What's up, everybody? Welcome to Automotive Alchemy. On this exciting episode, we replace the crappy halogens in the high beams and low beams with these LED light bulbs from Lasfit. So a huge shout out to Lasfit for sending me these. This is the LD Plus 9006 switchbacks, which means we can switch from bright white to yellow, which is very important if you live in very foggy places similar to where I live. And this is the LA Plus 9005, which replaces the high beams. These are bright white. So we're going to install these, test it out, and stay tuned because later on in this video, I will post the links where you can purchase these, as well as a code which will give you a whopping 15% off the purchase of these LED light bulbs. So let's go. Okay, so we're going to start on the passenger side here. So this is the high beam, this is the low beam, and we're going to remove those, and then we're going to replace some of the LED light bulbs, and then we'll do the same on the driver's side. All right, so let's start with the high beams. First thing is I have to remove this electrical connector here. This is a specific tool designed by Lyle, which helps to remove these electrical connectors much easy. As you can see, one part of the tool grips the pin itself, and then the other part of the tool grips the bottom. And you see how easy that was to come out. Like, just one of the best investments ever made in tools. Cool. Now to remove this, you just have to twist like so, and then just pull it out. There you go. Now the new light bulb, LED light bulb, as you can see, there's this white piece here. This piece is actually removable, as you can see here, right? I guess they made it this way so it's adaptable to different configurations of different cars. One thing you want to notice is there's this little sort of plastic piece embossed. There's this ring, and then there's this piece here. Likewise, on the light bulb itself, there's this piece of metal here. If you realize, when this goes in, it sits within that ring, and then this spins up to that point where that piece of metal is. Now that allows you to go in and turn it and lock it in place. Right, so you lock them in together, get them in there, and then you just twist to lock it in place. Right, once that's locked in, just connect them back together, and then that's it. Okay, so your low beams are going to be the same process. Get the connector out. Rotate, pull that out. So in this case, we have this module here, and this module has two connections. One is to the light bulb itself, and so you see you have to match these pins up. And then screw this in place like so. Right, let's go ahead and install this in. Okay, wonderful. And then we plug this into here. So the last thing you want to do is to mount this piece here somewhere. You don't want this to be flailing around while you're driving. And you also want to do some cable management and take care of these loose cables here. So I'll mount that right there. So to do that, you get some rubbing alcohol. You want to first clean that surface that you want to mount to. Clean surface of this as well, so you know you have a good surface for adhesion of the tape. I'm going to press that in, make sure it gets good bonding and good adhesion with that surface. I'm going to take out now this removable part here. All right, and then we're going to mount it where I said, right here. All right, Press that in for a bit. Again, make sure you get some good bonding, good adhesion going on there. Okay, so going to do some cable management. I'm going to take this piece here and zip tie it to this major cable here. Always make sure and cut this cleanly so you don't get any sort of damage or anything if you're in there again. I think I'm just going to zip tie those two things together as well, just like right here. And now this piece here, I'll zip tie across the connector. And there you go. That's it. It's installed. Okay, now, and so for the driver's side, very similar. We have the low beams, high beams. Connect to the high beam harness to that same hole, the equivalent hole on this side using zip ties. The module was installed on this plastic piece here, and you can see where I zip tied the wires to this harness over here. And that's it. Nice, simple, clean, easy install. Let's go and check out how this looks now. The Lasfit high beams are much brighter than the OEM light bulbs, though the beam from the OEM ones are sharper and more defined. Here we can see a comparison between the stock OEM halogen light bulbs on the top and the Lasfit switchback LEDs on the bottom. Though the Lasfit LEDs are far brighter, the beam pattern from the OEM light bulbs are more defined and wider. You can also see how much better the yellow light performs in the fog than the OEM light bulbs. Check the description for the links to purchase these Lasfit LEDs and use the code AutomotiveAlchemy15 to get a whopping 15% off. Be sure to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.